All right, so we are going to talk about algebraic expression.
Okay.
So when we talk about algebraic expressions, what are we looking at? We are looking at a mathematical statement that involves letters and then numbers. A mathematical statement that
Okay.
involves letters and then numbers with an operational sign.
Okay.
Mute yourself. So if we have 3x, this is an algebraic expression. Uh, this is an algebraic expression because it is made up of a number and then a letter. And there is an operation that connects the two. 3x is seen as 3 times x. So the operation sign is the multiplication. The number is here, and then the variable is here. So once you have at least one variable, a letter, and then also an operational sign, then we say that whatever we have is an algebraic expression. So 3x is an algebraic expression. We can have another example like 3 plus y. So we have y as a variable, 3 as the number, and then the operational sign is addition. So that makes it also an algebraic expression. So when we talk about algebraic expression, as we have just described, we said it's made up of a number, at least one number, at least a letter, and then also an operational sign. So if I have 2x minus y plus 7, it is also an algebraic expression. The numbers present here, we have 2 and 7. The letters, we have x and y. The operations, we have the negative and then the positive, or the minus and the addition operations here. So once we have the numbers mixed up with letters and then the operations, then we say that that is an algebraic word expression. Now let's look at something important about algebraic expression. Now if you have 4x plus y minus 7, this is an algebraic expression. Now you realize that this 4 is multiplying the variable x, the letter x. So anytime you have a number closely multiplying a letter in an algebraic expression, that particular number is called the coefficient. So the number 4 is multiplying x. Hence, we say the number 4 is called the coefficient of what? X. Now, if you have letters in algebraic expression, we don't call them letters, but we call them variables. That's the unique name we give for them, variables. So if you have any letter or you see any letter in an algebraic expression, you call it what? Variables. Then if you have a number which is not multiplying any letter in an algebraic expression, we call that number constant. So we have coefficients, we have variables, and then we also have what? Constant. That is the key terms we are going to use so far as algebraic expression is what? Constant. Is that okay? So now that we understand this, the next thing we are going to look at is operations on algebraic expressions. Operations on algebraic expression, which has to do with addition, and subtraction. of algebraic expressions. So now, note it. Before we can add and subtract algebraic expressions, we have to look at the difference between like terms and unlike terms. Before you look at what are like terms, what are unlike terms, you must understand what terms of an expression are. When we say term of an algebraic expression, we are practically looking at dividing an algebraic expression into certain parts. And our division is such that we are only concerned about addition and then subtraction. So addition and subtraction divides an algebraic expression into terms. So for instance, if I have 3x plus y minus 8 plus 4z, now if you have this is having different terms. How do I know the number of terms right here? There is an addition sign here, which tells that 3x is a different term from the y. There is also a subtraction sign here, which tells that y is also a different term from the 8. There is also an addition sign which tells that 8 is also a different term from the 4z. So realize that the addition, the subtraction, and the addition signs here are dividing our algebraic expression into terms, where the first term is 3x, second term is y, third term is 8, and the fourth term is 4z. So these are the four terms of this algebraic expression. So let's take another example. If I have 3x plus y all out of 2 minus 4x plus 3 into bracket x plus y plus z. Okay. So I'm going to tell how many times are in this expression. First, there is an addition sign here, which tells that which tells that 3x and y are different terms. But if we have different terms like that, and it is divided by 2, the division sign brings the terms together. So even though we have 3x and y being different terms, but because they are all out of 2, it makes the 2 term becomes what? 1. There's minus sign here. We have 4x here, which makes it also different. So another term is the 4x here. Then if you watch here, the x plus y plus z, they are also different terms. But because they are multiplying 3, the 3 multiplication makes it what? 1 term. So now what you should know is that multiplication brings terms together. It doesn't matter how many terms you have in an expression. Once it is multiplying something, it becomes what? 1 term. So I don't know already. Whatever I have there has 3 terms. And the first term is 3x plus y out of 2. Second term is the 4x. And the third term is 3 into bracket x plus y plus z. So it means that the expression I have there has 3 terms. Okay.
Right.
Yep. Any question so far? So the next one, you are going to tell me how many terms we have in this expression.
Francis,
Yes.
please, I'm a bit confused.
Okay, why is your confusion, Didi?
You said they're finding the terms.
Yes.
It is the number times the variable.
No, in finding the terms, we are only looking at the addition and subtraction signs. They divide the expression into terms. So once you see an addition sign, it is an indicator that there are different terms at the opposite sides of the addition sign. Is that okay? So once I'm seeing the first plus 3x plus y, it tells you that 3x and y are different terms. But we are also saying that if the addition and subtraction signs you are seeing are all divided by something, it brings the terms together. It brings the terms together. Is that okay? So the 3x plus y are two different things, but because they are all out of 2, it makes them 1. So I'm seeing a different minus sign here, which tells that the left side and the right side are different terms. So the right side is 4x. And I'm seeing a different plus sign here, which means that the left and right hand side are also what? Different terms. I'm seeing plus here. Yeah, I'm seeing plus here. I'm seeing plus here. It makes this x plus y plus a different term. But because they are all times 3, that makes it what? 1 term. So multiplication and division brings terms together. Is that okay? Whereas addition and subtraction divides an expression into terms. Let's take more examples. It will bring clarity to whatever I'm saying. So,
Sir,
yes,
please, I thought that numbers have now have their negative and positive on their left side. So, sir, please, if a number is negative, do you still count the negative as the subtraction in the algebraic expression?
yes. So you count negatives as subtraction, depending on whatever it is. Look at 4x minus 5. So you can call it negative 5, right? But then once we are
Yes.
seeing it as minus, it is telling us that 4x and 5 are different terms. That's all it is doing.
Sure.
Yes, Mbarak.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure, please. Sure, please. So does that mean that 4 is also a variable? Because
4 and 4x plus 5, right?
yes.
4 is not, we said variables are only letters. But then numbers can either be constant or it can be coefficient, depending on what it is. The number is alone in an algebraic expression, then it is what? A constant. But if it is multiplying a letter, then it is a coefficient.
Okay.
So 4 is the coefficient of x, whilst 5 is a constant. But when it comes to terms of an expression, it is not really about whether it's a constant or it is a coefficient. We are only looking at where the addition sign is or where the subtraction sign is. Once we see where they are, what is at the left of that sign is a term. What is at the right of that side is also a term. So the addition or subtraction is bringing separation to the terms. So once you are seeing addition in 4x plus 5, it tells you that what is at the left of the addition is 4x. That's a term. And then what is at the right of the addition is 5. That's also what? A term. So in that case, 4x is one term, 5 is also another term. So we have two terms in this expression. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, please rejoin the class again, okay?